A friend of mine is a federal judge in Italy, and he just retired because he told me, Fabio, I mean, I cannot believe where our country is today. And I said, why? What's happening? He goes like, number one, Italian citizen, they are fifth-class citizen, not even second class. They're fifth-class citizen.
Come on! Oh.
Our inheritance is turned to strangers, our houses to aliens. We are orphans and fatherless. Our mothers are as widows.
Meaning?
Meaning, then everything, the government supply everything to the immigrant. Everything's for free for the immigrant.
What?
Shall get up above thee very high, and thou shalt come down very low. He shall lend to thee, and thou shalt not lend to him. He shall be the head, and thou shalt be the tail.
The pension plan is pretty much gone. You know, you have old people, 89 years old, they go and collect their pension plan. The government says, go home because we have no money.
The fruit of thy land and all thy labors shall a nation which thou knowest not eat up. And thou shalt be only oppressed and crushed alway, so that thou shalt be mad for the sight of thine eyes which thou shalt see.
But in the meantime, they give free phone, free everything, free
I mean, this
home.
This is a similar complaint we hear in America.
But in the middle of major city, you will have 40, 50 people from Arab country, from Africa. This is a major, during the day, major square. They get around 40, 50 guys, they get 5 or 6 women, and they rape them right there on the street. The police
Thou shalt betroth a wife, and another man shall lie with her.
can be 10, 15 feet away, and the police don't want anything to do, because if they get into confrontation, then, oh, they're going to, if they beat up these people, they're going to be racist, and so on. And my friend told me, it got to a point where law, do not apply to these people.
Oh, come on!
And judgment is turned away backward, and justice standeth afar off. For truth is fallen in the street, and equity cannot enter. Yea, truth faileth, and he that departeth from evil maketh himself a prey.
All the immigrant, they don't. They can do whatever they want.
Their works are works of iniquity, and the act of violence is in their hands. Their feet run to evil, and they make haste to shed innocent blood. Their thoughts are thoughts of iniquity. Wasting and destruction are in their paths. The way of peace they know not, and there is no judgment in their goings. They have made them crooked paths. Whosoever goeth therein shall not know peace.
Their jail system is full, so these people, even if they commit crime, they get arrested, they get released the next day, so they commit more crime, they get arrested, they get released the next day. I mean, it's like that constantly every day. You turn the TV on, it's constantly, you know.
Pass when all these things are come upon thee, the blessing and the curse which I have set before thee, and thou shalt call them to mind among all the nations whither the Lord thy God hath driven thee, and shalt return unto the Lord thy God, and shalt obey his voice according to all that I command thee this day, thou and thy children, with all thine heart and with all thy soul, that then the Lord thy God will turn thy captivity, and have compassion upon thee, and will return and gather thee from all the nations whither the Lord thy God hath scattered thee. If any of thine be driven out unto the outmost parts of heaven, from thence will the Lord thy God gather thee, and from thence will he fetch thee. And the Lord thy God will bring thee into the land which thy fathers possessed, and thou shalt possess it. And he will do thee good, and multiply thee above thy fathers. And the Lord thy God will circumcise thine heart, and the heart of thy seed, to love the Lord thy God with all thine heart, and with all thy soul, that thou mayest live. And the Lord thy God will put all these curses upon thine enemies, and on them that hate thee, which persecuted thee.